If you're ready to move past beginner, launch, and online marketing strategies, I have got an unbelievably simple strategy that you can start using the next time you send an email. The most important thing that you can do in your marketing is send relevant messages to the right people at the right time, which means once you have begun to grow your audience and grow your list, the spray and pray method will start losing you money. And if you're new around here, hi, I'm Brittany. I am a launch strategist and conversion copywriter, and in this weird little nook of the internet, we uncover the what's working now launch and online marketing strategies that you can't seem to find no matter how much you Google. A couple of weeks ago, I shared a video with 13 creative email strategies that you can test the next time you launch. I'll go ahead and link it below, so finish watching this and then go back and watch that. One of the things that I mentioned, it's one of the most powerful things that you can do in your email marketing. It's also one of the most simple things that you can set up is link triggers or behavior tags. This is also the thing that trips a lot of people up because it sounds super techy and complicated, but it's not. Hire experts to scale your business, but this is a DIY job. I break tech just by looking at it. So if I can teach myself to use this and use this on a weekly, if not daily basis, so can you. So the technical term for this backend setup is a link trigger, but from a strategy perspective, I usually refer to it as a behavior tag because that is what we are doing. We are tagging a reader or an email subscriber based on their behavior. Tags are an essential and profitable part of your email strategy. Make sure you subscribe because in a couple weeks, I'm doing a whole email on segmenting and tagging. We're gonna get a little deep. We're gonna get a little nerdy in the strategy. You're not gonna want to miss it. If you're serious about making money with email marketing in 2023, and oh my gosh, you should be serious about it. As of May of this year, HubSpot tells us that email marketing currently generates a 360% ROI. That means for every $1 we put into email marketing, we're gonna get $36 back. This number has fluctuated a couple different times. I've seen it as high as a 420% ROI. Anything in that range, I will take any day. So if you are serious about making money with your emails, you need to get an email service provider or an email platform where you can do some tagging and some segmenting at a pretty deep level. This one is a non-negotiable for me. Your email list will be your most valuable asset in your business, and your ability to send relevant messages to the right people at the right time will be the most profitable strategy you can do. I use and love ConvertKit. That's what I'm going to be showing you today in an over-the-shoulder tutorial, but as long as you have an email service provider that allows you to tag and allows you to segment, you'll be able to set this up no problem. So a behavior tag or a link trigger will assign a tag to the reader when they click a link in your email. This is an excellent way of learning more about your readers. When you have tags assigned to your people, not only have you just learned something about them based on their behavior, but now you're able to send certain messages, certain promotions to specific people based on what you know about them. And all you need to set this up is a place to send them. So you need an actual URL, whether it's a landing page or another website. You need an actual link that they click so that they go to another page. You need a tag that you've created, and you need a strategy. That's it. There's two main strategies that will be really useful in your emails. Number one is to have your reader self-select or self-identify into a category. So you're gonna ask them a question, they're going to click a button based on the answer to that question, and then them clicking that link or clicking that text tags them with a tag that you have already pre-selected based on your strategy. For example, on my email list, I have both copywriters and online course creators. Those people fall into two different buckets. Of course, there's overlap, but I want to know who is who so that I'm not sending offers for copywriters to an online course creator. Not cool. So in a welcome sequence, when someone first hops onto my email list, I'm going to ask them a question. I'm going to say, hey, I don't want to spam you with information you don't want or need. Who are you? Are you a copywriter or are you an online course creator? Which one best identifies the primary thing that you do in your business? And then that link might send them to a YouTube video that is created for that audience or a free resource that is created for that audience. And when they click the link that says, I'm a copywriter or I'm an online expert or I'm an online course creator, when they click that link, it assigns them to a tag that I have already pre-selected for that segment, and it sends them to the place that I want it to go. So self-selection is a really powerful strategy, or just setting up that behavior tag based on what that link click tells you about that person. So for example, if you have a weekly broadcast that promotes your podcast and you have a podcast topic that is super related to your offer or really connected to your offer, and you want to tag all of the people who click on that podcast episode to go listen to that podcast because they're probably going to be interested in your offer, then go ahead and assign them a tag and click everyone who clicks on that link. That is a behavior tag. Both of those are the exact same type of thing from a technical perspective. They are both link triggers, but they're two different types of strategies. Now, inside ConvertKit, there are two ways you can set this up. You can set up an automated link trigger. This is great for like a welcome sequence or any automated emails. When you're doing this, you're saying anytime someone clicks on link X, they get tagged with tag Y. Then that is just an automation and you do not have to manually enter in that formula every single time you send an email with that link. Or you can set this up manually in an individual email. This is great for like live launches and campaigns or broadcast emails or just any email you're sending out. You would set this up for an individual email where when someone clicks link A, they get tagged with tag B. Now the reason you wouldn't want to have this automated is because maybe during last year's promo, you tagged everyone who clicked on the sales page as promo lead 2022, but this year you want to tag everyone who clicks on the sales page as promo lead 2023. Two different tags, same link. You want to set that up manually. If this is confusing, it's going to be a lot more clear in real time. So let's dive in. I'm going to flip the camera around, show you my computer screen, and I'm just going to set this up in ConvertKit. It's going to take a couple minutes. We're going to start with that automated link trigger. So we're going to go to automate, because it really is as simple as that, and then go to rules. So we can create an if this, then that rule. If they click this link, then they get this tag. We're going to go to new rule, and then we're going to click the kind of trigger that we want, what triggers the action, and then what that action is. So we're going to go to clicks a link. So when the user or the reader clicks a link, then we're going to add a tag. So we want to add in the URL that every time this is in an email and someone clicks this link, they get a tag. So I'm going to grab a piece of filler content that I have in a lot of my welcome sequences. It's actually a much older, lower quality YouTube video that kind of sums up a lot of like my messaging and launch messaging strategy. And it's just a pillow piece of content that we have in a lot of our welcome sequences. So rather than trying to add a tag in every single individual email across all different funnels, I'm just saying every time somebody clicks this link, they're going to get a tag. And I'm going to name this tag. This is an internal name. It is not, I'm naming the trigger here. So I'm naming this event and like this rule that I'm setting up. I'm not naming the tag. So I'm going to go ahead and name this welcome sequence YouTube. And this is just a reference to the YouTube video. I'll know what it means. And then I'm going to go to add a tag. And so because this is a piece of content that is centered around launching, I want to tag the people who click this as someone who has an interest in launching so that maybe the next time I create a product or have some sort of offer or content around launching or launch strategy, I'm making sure to include or only send to this tag. So I'm going to call this Launch Interest YouTube. So now I know that this is someone who has an interest in launching and someone who is likely to click on a YouTube video. So now this is kind of giving me like multiple pieces of information. Then I'm going to save the rule and then we're done. Now we're going to create it in a broadcast or manually sent out email. So we're going to go to send, broadcast, and then new broadcast email. And I'm just going to copy and paste in here a recent sales email that we sent out for a mini launch for a product that we have called the Premium Proposal. We're actually going to set up two separate link triggers. One is for an opt-out that allows people to opt out of receiving the emails for this offer. So they will receive no more emails for this promotion. And the other one is going to give me a tag based on who is highly interested and clicked on the sales page. So let's go ahead and set that up. I'm just going to highlight the text that I want to be hyperlinked, that I want people to click. Go up here and click the little link symbol. And then I'm going to copy and paste the landing page that we have already created. I'll show you what it looks like. It honestly couldn't be uglier. Definitely has some opportunities for improvement. But this is just an opt-out landing page. I just need to know who gets this tag. So when people click on it, they go somewhere, they get the tag. So then what I'm going to do is we've put in the link, we're going to apply it. And then here I'm going to go to tag subscribers who click this link. And they are going to get the opt-out tag. So now everyone who has clicked this link gets the TPP, the Premium Proposal opt-out tag. They will no longer get these emails. I will show you how and why they will no longer get the emails. Okay, let's go down to a link for the sales page. So what I would like to do, So I've already have the link in here. I'm going to apply that. I have a Google Docs sales page. I'm in the middle of designing another one, but this is just the one that we used. And we're going to tag them with the clicked TPP purchase link. Again, that's not the best tag name. I'm probably going to change this to TPP strong lead so that the next time I go to launch this product or an adjacent product, I'm going to send it something specific to strong lead. But during a launch, how I would use this is I would send extra emails to people who are already engaged, already warm, or already hyper interested. So I'm not going to be spamming people who are not interested, but if they have clicked on the link, I might send a personal follow-up email, like a truly one-on-one personal email. I might send a personalized video, which is me like saying their name. Hey, just want to know if you have any questions about this. I'm here if you have questions. Don't want you to don't want the cart to close with, things open-ended, questions in your head, whatever. I might invite them to a specific event throughout the launch. But either way, now I know who is engaged, and I'm going to set that tag up for all of the different links in this email. Now, let's go ahead and send this email and make sure that things are going to the right segment. So I'm going to go ahead and title this, I forget what subject line we used for this. So we're just going to title it, Make the... Okay, and now we're going to send it. So I'm going to hit continue. First, I want to exclude everyone who's already clicked that opt-out link. This is like the 6th email in a series, so that opt-out link has been in every single email. People have already said, please do not send me any more emails with this offer. So I don't want to send them this email because this is an email for that offer. So I'm going to go to add filter group and match none of the following. That means I am excluding a tag, add filter, subscribe to, tag, TPP opt-out. So now I have filtered out or excluded everyone who has already clicked that link and gotten that tag. Now let's say this email is only for those hyper engaged, warm leads who have been watching this launch, have been clicking the sales page. I don't want to send this out to my entire leads list. I just want to send this email out to those hyper engaged leads. So I'm going to go to add filter, subscribe to, tags, and what did we say? This was click TPP purchase link, add filter. And now this is only sending this email to the leads on my leads list who have clicked that link to the sales page. And I am making sure to exclude anyone who clicked the TPP opt-out link, because somebody could have clicked the sales page early on and decided, hey, guess what? I've already spent my marketing budget. I know if I keep getting these emails, I've already spent my education budget. If I keep getting these emails, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go ahead and click that opt-out link just to remove temptation. I don't want to be sending them more emails if they've already clicked the opt-out link. So that's going to get excluded for every email that I send in this promo and in this sequence. And then I'm sending this only to those tags. You can add as many tags as you want. You can create a segment with a bunch of tags. It can get crazy and complicated, but you can exclude multiple tags. You can send to multiple tags. But that is how you create a link trigger and how you send to specific tags or segments in your email list. See, tech can be scary, but it doesn't have to be. So now that you know how to do this, you have no excuse for blasting your email list every time you have an email to send or a product to sell. So go ahead and set up your first link trigger and watch your open rates, your click-through rates, and your conversion rates soar through the roof. I personally love ConvertKit. I love the simplicity. It can get super techy. It has a lot of really advanced capacities, and I outsource those things. There are definitely things that I cannot do inside of ConvertKit, and there are a lot of things that I can get inside and do every single day in my business. I feel completely in control of my email marketing, which is a really good feeling of someone who does not understand tech, has ADHD, needs things visually laid out. ConvertKit has all of that for me. It's one of the few times in my business I actually feel competent when I log into a technical tool, and it allows me to continue to engage and connect with my people on a daily basis, which is probably the most important thing I do in my business. If you want to try out ConvertKit, you can set up a free account. It's like the bottom plan is like free, forever free. Just go to brittanyMcBean.com/ConvertKit and you can set up a free account and just play around, see what you think. And don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to be diving into some more advanced tagging and segmenting strategies, and you are not going to want to miss it. You're going to not want to miss it. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to see it. It's going to be a good video. All right. I'll see you then. Bye.